Hello friends, today is Monday the 13th of April 2020 and I'm back with another virus video. There are 1,862,028 confirmed cases of the coronavirus worldwide right now as of recording this, with 114,980 deaths worldwide. Belgium has just passed China's death toll, so tiny little Belgium has gone to 3,903 confirmed deaths. Yesterday they added 254 new deaths. Once again, the USA topped the list with 27,421 confirmed cases, new cases, and the UK was again in second place with 5,288 confirmed new cases. 1,528 deaths in the USA yesterday and 737 deaths in the UK yesterday. And once again, in the UK, we're like, you know how it goes up and then down a little bit, then up and then down a little bit? It's like, it's gone down a little bit and everyone's like, oh, we're doing the right thing. You see, the death rate has gone down. Well done, everybody. And then tomorrow it's just gonna go up again and then people will be like, oh, no. So stupid. One day is not called a trend, okay? One day is just a blip, okay? You need like 4 or 5 days to see a little trend. You can't just rely on it dips for a day and say, oh yeah, great, we've done a great job. That's not how it works. Okay, right, just a few stories today. So the first one is in Philadelphia now. I'm not sure how many places in the USA, but in Philadelphia right now, people must wear a face mask when they use public transport. I saw a video of a guy yesterday getting dragged out by the police because he didn't have a face mask on. He was not happy.
Around the other end because some choice language is used. Anyway, ultimately they said the bus driver went too far. It's best to sort of just strongly suggest.
So face masks, everyone, face masks. The rest of the world is slowly coming around to the idea that, oh, face masks are helpful. They do help, actually. Oh, what they were invented for. Yeah, they do help. Wow, we took a while to learn that, right? Before we were just lying to everyone because we didn't have enough of the face mask and we wanted all the hospitals to get them first. Now that we've got enough stock, we can start telling everyone the truth again. Oh yeah, face masks are useful. Yeah, they help doctors in the same way that they help ordinary people. Yeah, at first we just thought that the virus was attacking doctors specifically, like it knows what your job is. Just going for the doctors, so they needed the mask, and ordinary people, they didn't need the masks. Now we know otherwise because we've got enough face masks in stock. So now, yeah, ordinary people, yeah, you should wear face masks too. Dr. David Nabarro of the WHO, the World Health Waste of Time, has actually said now that neighborhood health watchers and face masks are going to be useful helping combat the spread of the virus. He said the world shortage of masks, particularly the more protective N95 masks, means health workers should be prioritized, but widespread use of masks will come. He reinforced the message that the virus isn't going anywhere, so wearing masks and social distancing will be the way forward. I knew it. Masks, of course masks will work. Ugh, it's so annoying hearing people say that masks don't work. They do. We already said it's not 100%, but it's like an extra 50, 60% guarantee that you won't be infected. Come on. Every little helps. Boris Johnson came out of the hospital yesterday. Oh God, he was looking rough.
The NHS has saved my life, no question. It's hard to find words to express my debt. In the last 7 days, I have, of course, seen the pressure that the NHS is under. I want to pay my own thanks to the utterly brilliant doctors, leaders in their fields, men and women, but several of them for some reason called Nick, who took some crucial decisions a few days ago, for which I will be grateful for the rest of my life. So, thank you from me, from all of us, to the NHS.
So it could have gone either way, which means that he was really serious. Unlike what the news was saying, that he's fine, just doing it as a precaution. He came out looking like death, meaning that he had just been to hell and back, right? You could see it. You could see his face, how bad he looked. And from the way he was talking, he also had a life and death moment. I could tell, I could feel it. So when they were saying that, oh yeah, he's fine, just going in there as a precaution, yeah, that was a load of rubbish. He was in there, critically ill, and then afterwards saying that he was able to sit up. When I heard that he was able to sit up, like they never told us before that he wasn't even able to sit up. They said he went in as a precaution with just a light fever. Yeah, now we know. It was real serious, but it's good that he's out. Very good to see him out, and hopefully he'll return to his usual self very soon because, woof, like a ghost. Anyway, he thanked the NHS and he thanked some nurses in particular, one from New Zealand and one from Portugal. Well done to them, and yeah, now that he's out, it doesn't mean that we should all relax. We should still keep at it. We need to keep on with the social distancing, keep people at home for now until this virus is under control. And this vaccine, oh my God. They say it's going to take about a year or less than a year now, but it's still too far. It's too long. We can't keep the economy locked down for so long, but at the same time, once we open back up, it's going to spread again, for sure. So in Italy and Spain, they're planning to ease the restrictions and open up some more businesses. And I think it's a terrible idea. I can completely understand why they would want to do it, because obviously the economies around the world now are suffering. They've pretty much come to a standstill in a lot of places. And I completely understand why they would want to. But look at the death toll. Like, you open this up again, and it's just such a difficult balance to try and stop the spread of a virus and to keep the economy going. It's so difficult. And I completely empathize with these leaders when they have to make these decisions. It's like everyone dying and hospitals overrun, or stop the economy completely, everything's going bankrupt, all the businesses are being wiped out just to keep people safe. And you know, since money rules the world, it's kind of like, yeah, money comes first. It doesn't matter how many people die. It's almost like money comes first, and the amount of people dying and getting sick is like an afterthought. It's like, we've got to protect the economy. Some people will die, it's okay. Just protect the economy. So, tough call. Everyone talks about flattening the curve, flattening the curve. Remember, the curve just means that the virus isn't growing at the same rate. It doesn't mean that it's not growing. There are still more and more people being infected every day. If it remains, for example, at 5,000 new cases every single day, then that's still terrible. 5,000 people infected every day? That's horrible. So 5,000 people being infected every day for a year is like almost 2 million people in a year. And how many deaths would that be? At the rate it's going now, with like 1,000 deaths a day in the UK, like 600 deaths a day, Spain and Italy. That's terrible. That's not a number you want to maintain to say that you're flattening the curve and everyone can go back to work. Flattening the curve just means that it's not growing as quickly as it was before. It doesn't mean the virus has gone, and it doesn't mean that it's any less contagious. It's still just as contagious. Remember, this virus started with one person in Wuhan. Whether it was in a market, whether it was from space, whether it was from a government lab, whatever it was, one person. And that person infected 2 more, maybe 3 more, maybe 5 more. And then it just continued out like that. One person. So if one person in your country is infected, just one, then that means that this thing is actually not under control, because it will infect a lot of people, especially when the advice is still not to wear face masks. So governments around the world really need to think about this flattening the curve advice and news that they keep bragging about. We flattened the curve, we flattened the curve. It doesn't mean anything. We flattened the curve, so what? So you can go back to work and just open everything back up? What about those 5,000 people a day that are infected? Once you open everything back up, do you think it's just going to stay at 5,000 a day? It's going to increase, because those people are going to mingle and meet more people. It's going to increase like crazy. You're starting with 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, and you open up. It's going to be like 10,000, 20,000, 40,000 a day. Remember, Wuhan started with one person and it infected so many people. So if you're starting with 5,000 a day, plus the backlog of people that are still infected, oh my God. I'll tell you what's going to come out of this. A lot of people are going to start trying to find work online. Internet jobs, online jobs, distance jobs. That's what people are going to look for in the future, because that's probably the safest way to still earn money and stay away from any future pandemics. You can work from home, stay at home and work online. I think that's going to be the future after this. Manufacturing, machines. Leave it to the machines. And people are going to say, yeah, some things you can't leave to machines. You can leave everything to machines if you want to. Machines are expensive up front, but in the long run, they're cheaper. Alright, I'm going to leave it there for today. Have a real hard think about this flattening the curve thing. Don't think that it means that you can go out and go to the parks and go play and whatever. It doesn't. Wait until there's a vaccine. Wait until this thing's pretty much disappearing from your country, not just maintaining a level of 5,000 cases a day and 1,000 deaths a day. That is nothing to celebrate. Oh, it's crazy. It's so scary. Anyway, I'll leave it there. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Alright, bye-bye.